All right, so let's check your work. You should have done this on your own. If you haven't, go try it on your own before you watch this video so that you can see if you made any mistakes. Or if you did it correctly, you can get the affirmation that you did it correctly. Now, we know and we can see our rule on the bottom for when we're adding opposite sign integers. We know that their opposite signs have a negative, positive, positive, negative, negative, positive. We know that to do this correctly, I take my biggest number, which in the first problem is 9, and I subtract the smallest number from it. So 9 minus 5 is a 4. And to figure out what sign it is, I just look to see what is the sign of the biggest number in the problem. Biggest number is a 9, it's a negative, so my answer should be a negative. And that applies to everything. So let's look at this. All right, so I'm gonna do 4 minus 3. I get 1. My biggest number is a positive, so my answer stays positive. I can leave it as it is, or I can add a plus. Either way works, doesn't really matter. Because it's a rule, it applies to even big numbers. Nothing changes when we see bigger numbers. The same thing applies. So I have negative 23 plus 34. They're opposite signs, negative and positive. So I'm going to take my bigger number, which is 34, subtract 23 from it, which is 11. The biggest number is a positive, so my answer stays a positive. Now we can check to see if this is correct using our number disk. Now we should get a -4 for -9 plus 5. We can check up here. Now we know positive and negative integers cancel out, so these two cancel out, cancel, 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 cancel. Now left with 1, 2, 3, 4. They're all negative. That is correct. You do the same thing for the bottom one. So I have +4, 4 positive this on top, plus -3. I have 3 negative this on the bottom. Cancel out my positive negatives. I'm left with just 1 positive this, or just a +1. That checks out, and it's correct. For the last one, if you want to go ahead and draw 23 negatives and 34 positives, go right ahead. Not really necessary, but we know that this rule works, and it helps us get our answers correct. All right, so you did it correctly, good job. If you didn't, see what mistakes you made so you can fix it for next time and for independent practice.